Well, hello there, Aries. It is so good to see you. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Today, we are going to be doing your Equinox Tarot reading. So we have the Equinox. We'll be celebrating that on the 22nd of September. And it's a great time. You know, we have the same amount of day and night on the Equinox. It's a good time where we're moving into a new season. In the Northern Hemisphere, it will be the autumn equinox, and in the Southern Hemisphere, the spring equinox. But it's also a time to sometimes, take a moment to look back over the last 6 months and recognize what you have accomplished in your life, celebrating you and your accomplishments over the last 6 months. So we're first going to look at that, and then we're going to look at the next 6 months, okay? And what you can look forward to, what obstacles you may have on your path, and also what advice Spirit has for you to overcome those obstacles more quickly and more easily. So we'll take a look at all of that. Think about it. It's a little bit like clearing out your closet, going from one season into the next, clearing out your closet and trying to figure out, okay, what can go into the next season and what do I need to give away, right? So, all right. And if you're enjoying the content that I create, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. All right, I got the cards out during that long intro. So let's take a look first at the last 6 months. Let's take a look at what you can celebrate, right? In the flow, everything is smooth sailing. This card has been coming out so much. I feel like over the last 6 months, you have gotten to this point where things are starting to flow in your direction. It's also this, this idea that, the sled, you may have had a full sled at the beginning, at the, the last equinox. And over this time period, this last 6 months, you may have, emptied out your sled somewhat, a little bit like cleaning out your closet, allowing people, situations, relationships in your life that no longer really are serving you to, leave the sled in one way or another. So what to celebrate? Okay, we have professional assistance, and then we have the Knight of Cups. I feel like you have in some area of your life, whether it's a romantic connection, a family or friend connection, career or money, there's a situation where you were willing to, seek out help if you needed to. Now, we have professional assistance. It does not mean that you had to hire somebody, right? But I feel like you really did seek out someone that could help you with expressing your emotions, okay? Recognizing and expressing your emotions. So over the last 6 months, you may feel like you've gotten a lot better at expressing the emotions that you may have shoved down a little bit, because we have the Five of Pentacles and letting go on the bottom. A sense of a letting go of really painful, experiences, the pain of those experiences. Some of you may have gone to therapy, or you may have, if you lost a lot of money or something in an investment or something, you may have sought out perhaps professional assistance, about how to regain your financial stability. Whatever this situation is, it brought you a lot of pain, but you have learned how to express yourself now moving forward. That situation, this painful situation, came onto your path in order to help you to learn how to express your feelings instead of just shoving them down. Yeah, really lovely. High Priestess on the bottom. So you have the Five of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and now the Two of Cups. So you've gone from something that was painful, perhaps at the beginning of the last 6 month period, to an energy of being able to work things out, and now having either, a soulmate connection. It could be romantic, family, friend. It could even be a business partner. Okay, so this is lovely. Something that maybe, was difficult at the beginning of the last 6 month period has now turned into something that is much more joyful. Okay, so what to leave behind? Okay, the energy of, choosing options that come into your life, okay, that are in alignment with your higher self. It's a sense of wanting to manifest things into your life. Your sled could be a little bit empty, right? So you could be wanting to fill up the sled, but also understanding, okay, that you're not going to choose just anything or anyone to be in your sled. It's more of an energy of, I'm going to only choose offers that come onto my path that are in alignment with who I am or who I want to become. Really lovely energy. That's it. I feel like in the past, maybe you made a decision that, put you into this because you made a decision that wasn't really in alignment with your higher self. And now you've learned that lesson, to make a decision based on what your heart really wants instead of maybe what somebody else wants for you. Because what to embrace, you have a new beginning with somebody, it looks like, from the past. And it doesn't have to be romantic, right? It could be reuniting with a friend or a family member, taking a look at a situation that you thought was no longer going to be in your life has come back around and wants to have a new beginning with you. Yeah, it's lovely. Oh my goodness, 9 of Cups on the bottom. Yeah, I feel like, somebody that you put a lot of time and energy into. Once again, maybe you got some help, surrounding this situation or relationship. So it's putting time and energy into trying to heal this, to turn it into, a situation that does work, turning the chapter from a turbulent situation into a more calm situation and reuniting the love, in this. Expressing your love to this person, or this person is expressing their love to you, but it's a reunion. It's a lovely, lovely energy. Now, if you're not necessarily in a reunion with somebody yet, I feel like the energies are coming in so that this can happen very soon, okay? Lovely energy. Okay, so let's take a look at the next 6 months. Wondrous universe. I love this. Walk in beauty. Yes, I feel like, this energy comes in, right? And it's kind of like, okay, because you're taking this energy into the next chapter, into, the next 6 months. So you have the wondrous universe here. It's almost like, oh my gosh, like, you've come through something that was really difficult in a situation or relationship. And now you're feeling really good about it because you did put so much time and energy into it. All right, so what's new on your journey? We have stuck and we have the 9 of Cups. So we're going to clarify that. It's almost a little bit of a stuck energy of being in your 9 of Cups. Is that? That doesn't sound bad, does it? So let's see what we have. Yeah, getting on top. Okay, here's the Judgment. I really feel like this situation is this situation coming into fruition. Okay, so at the beginning of this 6-month period here at the equinox, this relationship may not have yet come back together. The energies are there. Okay, but it may not have yet come back together, but it's balancing out with the justice. It could be even a court situation coming out, but the battle is going to be over. The battle is over, and now you can truly step into your 9 of Cups. I love that energy. So what's your biggest obstacle? We have the Strength card and friends and colleagues. Having courage, to perhaps bring in new people, new situations into your life. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, because you have great expansion here coming in. Wow. Okay, Queen of Wands on the bottom. So we have the Knight of Wands taking action on, a situation that is in alignment with your heart. The Lover's card here is, the old tarot choice card. So making a choice in some way that is truly aligned with your heart and being in your power. Now, here's your energy too. I feel as if this is your biggest obstacle. This is what you are going to overcome in the next 6 months. It's about having strength and courage to truly be present. Okay, this is a little bit about being present. And choosing people and actions that are in alignment with the people that you want in your life. So it's kind of like, you know, if you have people in your life that are perhaps have some viewpoints that are radically different than yours, or activities that are not in alignment with your goals, your health goals, your spiritual goals, you know, it's almost as if you are really staying present, and I feel like there's a little bit of conflict here, right? You're going to have to stay strong. I also feel like there's this energy that you are kind of talking friends and colleagues or people in your life, right, into understanding why something is so important. It's almost like you're a teacher to these people, helping them to see that your strength and courage comes because of the choices that you make for yourself. Really strong energy. Now, this is your obstacle, so I think that this may come into play at the very beginning of the equinox, but by the end of the equinox, by the end of the 6-month period, I feel like you're really strong in being able to communicate and to stay determined to follow situations that are in alignment with your soul's purpose. Because we have here the vast universe. This is your advice. It's kind of like you're not taking things in with the Four of Cups. You're saying no. You know, the Four of Cups is like the no thank you card. You're saying no thank you to things that are not on your spiritual path. I'm not sure that you're really trying to convince people in your life to join you. I feel like you may have these conversations. I'll just say conversations with people that may be trying to detract you from your spiritual path, right? Because I feel like you're standing pretty strong here, right? But there's going to be people or situations that are trying to distract you from who you want to become, you know. I had a friend once that, for some reason, she decided she wanted to start running half marathons. And so she changed up her nutrition plan a little bit, you know, to eat, I guess, you know, more protein, more carbs, whatever, you know, whatever she needed to do. And I remember that when she first started doing that, like we would, you know, the ladies would get together, we'd go out to dinner or something like that. And she, you know, was sticking to her plan. And I remember, I mean, I can't, you know, looking back on it now, I probably wasn't super supportive at the time. I would be different now. But I was not ridiculing her. But I remember that there were some people in the group that were kind of making, you know, kind of fun of her food choices or whatever. And she was very strong about it. She was like, listen, this is something I really want to do and I'm doing it, you know? And why do you care what I'm eating? Right? And it was one of those things, you know, but I remember she had, I mean, we would go out, there was like, you know, 2 or 3 times before people stopped talking about it, right? And I feel like that's kind of what it is. But by standing strong, what you're also doing is understanding that how much this really means to you, right? That it's not just a whim. I feel like there could be people around you that say, look at, you have the, you know, strength card on the bottom. There could be people around you that are kind of saying, well, yeah, Aries, you know, are you really going to stick to this? You know, why is this so important? Like almost questioning you. And you're just kind of, I think you're just going to stop like, look, she's just being quiet. She's like, why do you care, right? Why does it matter? I'm not hurting you, you know? And that's really kind of a good way to approach it, perhaps. Yeah, you're seeing a different, yeah, you're going forward. It could be in your career and money. It could be health too, because pentacles are about health. But I feel like you're really, you're very determined. You're ready to persevere, you know, to move forward. You see the world in a different way, because before you may have accepted things into your life that really weren't in alignment with what you really wanted, and now you're staying focused. I think, you know, to be honest, you're getting clarity about what is really important to you. So it's kind of like, yeah, if it's not on the path that I want to take, I'm not accepting it, you know. And good for you, Aries. It's a very strong energy here. I think if you have some goal in mind, you know, especially something that maybe you would complete between now and March, I feel like you're going to be successful in doing it, because you just really seem determined, you know, true determination. All right, so let's take a look at your soul truth card. What do I resist feeling right now? We have to feel it to heal it. In order to let go of pain, we first have to honor its existence. Emotions are like waves. Some are soft, some are fierce, some are layered, and some will sweep you off your feet. When we allow ourselves to feel it, we can then release what no longer serves us. Yeah. You know, it's a little bit about, you know, when you're having these conversations and people are, you know, perhaps questioning why you're doing something or making fun of you or whatever that energy is. It is a little bit about, okay, what's that feeling? You know, when somebody does that. I think in the past, that feeling may have been abandonment or rejection. And so you may have caved in, right? And joined in the party or whatever it is. I feel like now you're kind of like, when somebody is ridiculing you or questioning you, you're standing in your power and you're saying, why am I spending time around somebody that's not supportive, right? There's one thing when somebody says, well, why is that important to you, right? That's not questioning you. They're just trying to figure it out or perhaps have a conversation about it, right? But if there's kind of like a sense of questioning, you know, the absurdity of whatever it is that you want to do in a way where they're not valuing what it is that you want to do, I feel like you're like, yeah, okay, I'll come over here and I'll be by myself if I need to, because I don't need to be around people that don't see the value of what it is that I'm trying to create for myself or for the world. All right. Well, Aries, I'm going to leave it there. I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. And I appreciate all of your support through liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Much love and light to you. Bye for now.